Hey y'all, join me today as I show you how to make these simple, delicious, and healthy baked apples. For this recipe, I'm using some apples that my parents got while they were in the mountains, and they picked up some Winesap apples. Winesap apples are known for their sweet tartness, and I'm going to be using one of these for the baked apples. The second apple I will be using is called a Pink Lady, and a Pink Lady is also another sweet tart apple, but Pink Ladies tend to lean more towards the tart side than the sweet side. For this recipe, I'm going to use 2 Pink Lady apples just because they're smaller than the Winesap apple. To begin, I'm going to peel all 3 apples. To prevent oxidation, I'm going to stick the apples in a bowl of water, and because apples float, I'm going to turn them just to get them coated in the water. Now I'm just going to slice the apples, and then I'm going to take the slices and cut them into bite-sized chunks. Once I've cut all of my apples, I'm going to scoop them out with this spider, and I'm going to make sure that I get all the water off as much as possible, and then I'm going to add them to an 8x8 baking dish. Now I'm going to take my hand and spread the apples out just so that they bake evenly. Alright y'all, now it's time for the good stuff. So I'm going to take I Can't Believe It's Not Butter, and I'm going to melt 4 tablespoons. Now I'm using the light version of I Can't Believe It's Not Butter just so that I can keep the calories low. To the melted butter, I'm going to add 1 tablespoon of a 0-calorie sweetener. And again, I'm using this 0-calorie sweetener just to keep the calories low. Next, I'm going to add 1 teaspoon of pure vanilla extract. And lastly, I'm going to add a half a teaspoon of ground cinnamon. I'm going to give all of the ingredients a good mix, and once all of the ingredients are well combined, I'm going to pour the mixture over the apples. I'm going to toss the apples in the mixture just so I can make sure that they are evenly coated. After the apples have been evenly coated, I'm going to spread them back out, and then I'm going to place them in a preheated 375-degree oven for 25 minutes. After 25 minutes, I'm going to stir the apples again into the mixture and make sure that they are evenly coated, and I'm going to bake them for an additional 5 minutes. Alright y'all, these simply baked apples are done and they smell amazing. Oh, that cinnamon makes it smell like fall is in the air, which it is. Alright y'all, so one quick note, I can't tell which apple is which after it baked, but just know that one of these apples has a more firm texture and one of the apples has a more mushier texture. But y'all, the textures go so well together. And not only is the texture wonderful, but the flavor is also wonderful. Y'all, that cinnamon, that sweetness, and that tartness, y'all, this is fall in your mouth. I hope you give this recipe a try and let me know in the comments what you think. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.